Hi, everybody. Let's talk about what you missed Monday, March 21st. Today, we talked about a project that you're going to be working on during the whole week leading up to spring break. So depending on what your schedule is and how many times you see me, you have the rest of the week to work on this in class. Whatever you do not finish is due by the time we come back from spring break. But we really anticipated that everything would get finished unless you're missing a day or you're leaving early for spring break. We anticipated that everything would get finished by Friday. So let's click on it and take a look at it. When you click on it, you'll notice that there's some instructions, and then also there's some Google Slides. So I'm going to click on the Google Slides to show you that first. So what we're basically doing is we've learned terms about weather, right? We've learned about air masses. We've learned about high and low pressure systems. We've learned about cold, warm, and stationary fronts. What we're going to do now is we're going to create a little meteorology weather forecast report, and it's going to be kind of fake. So like the people are doing on the screen here, we're going to create one that's fake, but it's based on some of the things that we've learned, okay? And we're just calling this project Meteorologist Mania. So I'm going to take you through a couple of resources. There's a couple of things that you need to know. First, on slides 2 through 7, so I'm going through 2 through 7 right now, just scrolling through them. You'll notice that there's this kind of, I always call it like a sweet tart color, but like a ugly yellow / pale color in the background in slides 7 through 2, right? It's just yellow color. Well, all of these are nothing that you have to necessarily worry about. There's nothing that you have to do on slides 2 through 7. They're just different things you can use to put into your presentation. So 2 through 7 are just different maps, different fonts, different, like if you go to slide 6, different things that you can click on and use and copy and paste and put in your presentation. Like on 6 and 7, if you want to find, I don't know, you want to find a clip of a storm cloud, you could click on one of these and just use them. All right, those are there for you. Those are just some collected ones that I've gotten already in case you don't want to Google them or you need something to look at or to use. So 2 through 7 are just ideas of what you could use of maps and different fonts. Let's actually go to slide 14 and 15. This is what you're actually doing. So these are the last 2 slides. They're both sample documents for you. If you look at slide 14, what you're going to do is you're going to create slides that go along with certain pieces of information and that follow certain topics. So like this slide is about air masses. And in this one on air masses, you pick 2 places in the country. You had to show where the air masses are. You would describe them and then put a fake meteorologist right there. Here's another example. This one is with an occluded front. And this one, again, I made a fake meteorologist. I made them say something about an occluded front. And then I put in some symbolage on my in the background. So again, you're creating what looks like a weather forecast. So let's go through what you actually have to create. So what you're actually doing are slides 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So those are the only ones you're doing. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All the rest of this on here are examples or other things that you can use if you need them. The only slides that you're responsible for, again, are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? And basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at your direction sheet to figure out what you have to do on each slide. So let's go back to this and let's click on Meteorologist Mania. It should look like this. Okay, so the first page is just some directions for us. Basically what I've already explained here. I'll go over the reminders in a little bit. Let's go down to where the checklist is. Okay, here you can see that it tells you what you need to have for each slide. So slide 8, what needs to be on 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, so let's go over each one. So slide 8. To do slide 8, you want to make sure that you look at the directions first. So what does slide 8 need? Slide 8 needs an air mass is labeled, and that should be 2 air masses like polar marine or tropical marine or tropical continental. You need an air mass is in the correct spot. An air mass is described in 2 talk bubbles with the location of the air mass and what kind of air it will bring to the area, and then complete sentences. So all this stuff needs to be done for slide 8. So you got to show where the air mass is, put it in the correct spot, and then talk about it. So let's look at that. Let's go back. So if we go back, I have to put a fake meteorologist here. So let me just draw a little scribble. I got to pick one that I can just find on the internet that's real easy. I put a meteorologist here. I have to fill in these talk bubbles about the two kinds of air masses I'm created, and I have to label them. Okay, so what it should look like is something like this in the end, and I can pick wherever I want to put them. Okay, slide 9. To do slide 9, same thing is going to happen. I'm going to go over and look at my meteorologist Mania. I'm going to look at what's